All right, firefighters risk their lives to save others, and they'll probably just tell you that they're doing their job.
That's right, but even these heroes sometimes need a little backup. So joining us now is Joe Flick. He is the president of the organization called Ignite the Spirit, which supports firefighters and their families in times of need. And he's here along with Stephen Pickett and Mike Lowry, who are two of the models in the 2020 Ignite the Spirit calendar. And you guys are months what and what?
January.
August.
January and August.
I like it. Does it coincide with your birthdays?
Sadly, no.
Oh, okay. I wonder how they picked the months.
Graphic design, it's all random.
All right.
Just random.
I wish there was a good reason.
All right. Let's talk a little bit before we get to the hot stuff. Let's get to the reason why this is all created, because Ignite the Spirit is a very important cause that you created.
Yes, ma'am, and I hold it very near and dear to my heart. We support firefighters and their families in times of need. And going back to 2016, 2017, we had a couple families that were going through a little bit extra that we were passing the hat for, and I couldn't help but think that there had to be a way that we could do this on a bigger scale, something that was a little bit more proactive so we could be better prepared for the next family in the future.
So does it mean with Ignite the Spirit that you support, so if a firefighter dies in the line of duty, or could it just be some other illness, something like that? Yep. And is it always a death where you come in and help the family?
No, it's not. Thank God it's not only a death, but it's a injury, illness. There's a lot of mental health issues that are happening within the fire service right now, so we've actually had the opportunity to impact some families on that regard as well. But we try to support the firefighter if there's something going on in their family, say they have a sick child or a sick spouse, and we also support the family if something happens to their firefighter.
Okay.
What made you think of a firefighter calendar? You knew these were hot guys.
Yeah, I know it's a super cliche and fun project.
Heroes.
Yeah. We were sitting around and we had this meeting, like, how do we get this off the ground? How do we introduce ourselves to as many people as possible and get out into the community so that people can help us impact our firefighters? Mm-hmm. And I just kind of smiled and I said, we have to do a calendar.
If we must.
If we must. And how do you pick the guys who are going to be featured each month?
There's a short essay contest. And
He's not lying.
they have to color a poster. But we do
have to make meals for a month for the whole firehouse.
They show up with. We have a pie judging contest. No. We do take applications, and there's a little bit of headhunting, and like, hey, you should put in for the calendar. But a lot of times when we have events, these guys have to be the face and the body of the organization.
Yeah.
Right, but I wonder, do you personally visit them and go, "You're hot, dude. Can you be in the calendar?"
There's some of those, and it's kind of like, "Hey, man, like
doing your push-ups over there."
Yeah, we'll be in the gym together, broing it out, and it's just like, "Hey, man, I think you do a nice job talking to the girls on TMJ4." And like, well, if I must.
Yes. All right. So we've died and gone to calendar heaven, which you've seen some of the pictures we've been showing you. So let's talk a little bit about why you guys wanted to do this. What made you want to do it, Mike?
My biggest reason for wanting to do it was just to help out the organization. I've seen firsthand what it's done with some of our members, and I've been involved, I'd like to say, since the inception, just as a donor. I went to the calendar release party last year, and it was great. Sold out, an amazing time, and I definitely wanted to be a part of that this year. And for me, this isn't about us. It's about what we are actually able to do for Ignite the Spirit and for our fellow brothers and sisters.
I think it's awesome. As we get to August, Stephen, talk to us. I want to know about the photo shoot itself. What was that like for you?
I mean, be honest, for us, going into a fire or saving someone's life is like any different day for us as being like in an office.
You're used
but going,
to it.
Take pictures, telling you how to model with a dog and everything, it's very different for us. And honestly, there's a lot of nerves. A lot of nerves are built up for us.
Yeah,
and
I bet.
There you are.
Yes.
Look at you.
Whose dog is it?
That is one of the dogs from Rescue Gang. So they're dogs that they rescue and hopefully looking for a new family. The biggest thing last year, like Mike said, fell in love with it last year when I went to the event. And the biggest thing is seeing everybody's face when they saw their pictures.
Yeah.
Brighten up and kind of see like, oh, hey, that was embarrassing, but this makes me feel so much better.
Aww.
And it just makes you really feel like, all right, I'm doing something great for my brothers and sisters. I'm also doing something that's outside my comfort zone. Makes me feel better.
Good for you. Do you look at the pictures and you're like, dang, I'm hot? I am hot.
They haven't had too much time to process it. When they saw it today, it's literally the second time they've seen it, and the other time was just kind of scrolling through a computer screen because the paper copies aren't back yet.
Yay!
You guys raised a lot of money though last year, right? So I mean, when you say like this goes to a good cause, how much did you raise last year?
Last year, between sponsors and the event and selling the calendars, we raised over $40,000.
Wow. It's incredible.
So you've got an event coming up this Thursday. It is your calendar release party, right? Doors open 6 p.m. It's $30 for an advance ticket, $40 at the door. I know you're already selling tickets, so people got to get on this quickly. If people go to ignitethespiritmke.org, you can do an advanced order of the calendars, but you have to send Tiff and me our own copies.
Those are going to be signed.
Signed. Yeah.
And the party is at the Cooperage, where you're going to have food and drinks.
Yep, food, drinks. These guys, some of their friends. It's going to be a really good time. We raffle off some really cool prizes, some airfares, some really neat stuff. It's a great time. The tickets are going fast. So if you're going to come, buy them early.
I love it.
Hot
Great
heroes.
work to you on this organization. Very impressive.
much.
You guys are good sports.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you
Thank
so
you.
much. You look fantastic.
All the men
in it.
and women.
That's right.